Do we have everything together? Hurry up, it's a matter of life and death.
Here's something you can use as a scalpel. Will that do?
Looks great. A traditional fakir's sharpening. That's rather rare these days. Your eyes start bleeding just by looking at it. Now I've got everything I need. I can start the operation.
Rake a leg.
My skateboard's gone. Blast it! And my dress is covered in stains. Wait till I get my hands on that servant. I'm gonna kick him where it really hurts. And the wolf too. And that goes for all 3 Lakers.
How can one person be so ungrateful?
Hey, thanks, Doc. I owe you one. And the tranquilizer topped it all. Any chance you got some more of that stuff? I mean, just for the pain.
Hands off! You already drank all the disinfectant. It's time you quit drinking. And you ought to chew the next meal more thoroughly. Well, I'm off to the golf course.
Thanks, man. You saved my life. And that brat almost caused a food poisoning. Being a fairy tale wolf is not my business.
I'd give it a try as a detective in a mystery series on television. They usually have a drop too much as well.
Sounds as if that's my vocation. Soon as I'm rich and famous, I'll send you an autograph. Let's go. If that little monster with the red cap returns, my rehab is in risk.
Oh, it's the lovely Symon again. My little boy, you won't believe what's happened to me.
Let me guess. You were eaten by the big bad wolf, and then he put on your clothes as a disguise so that he could also eat Little Red Riding Hood. Afterwards, a hunter came by and he freed both of you?
Oh, how did you know that?
I'm the one that sent the hunter. Unfortunately, he also set Little Red Riding Hood free again.
Well, blame yourself. And now, get out. Oh, it's the lovely Symon again.
Doesn't the lovely Symon deserve a thank you for sending the hunter?
You want me to thank you? Next time you better get a butcher instead of a doctor. The wolf had no health insurance, and now I'm the one who has to pay for him.
Don't you think that your savior should be considered in your last will?
Yes, I already changed my will. Dr. Hunter gets my valuable collection of paintings.
That's not exactly what I meant. I've seen your little money stashed away. Have you ever thought of other investment possibilities?
Oh, what kind of investment possibilities? My money is safe here with me.
But it is still money, right? Ever thought of inflation?
Shame on you. How dare you say such a bad word? My whole savings would be lost.
Oh, that wouldn't happen with long-term investments. Like, for example, diamonds.
A diamond is what you'd call a long-term investment? You don't have to be a genius to know they're all cursed or stolen or possessed by demons. As long as the value of a diamond remains so insecure, I won't even think about investing in them.
Look at this. There is no better way to invest your fortune.
What is this? Give it to me. I really need new reading glasses. These advanced lenses cost a fortune.
Even if you don't want to spend your savings, why not buy an expensive diamond? They're, on sale right now.
Oh, that sounds interesting. The merchant guarantees that his diamonds aren't cursed.
You should hurry before the prices climb again, or they're all sold out. There's a real run on diamonds lately.
Oh, what a good boy you are. I'd love to appoint you as my heir, but I'm afraid my Carl would be entitled to this diamond. However, I will order this diamond right now.
I'm sorry, Parrot. I have to try something. In you go. That's a voice messaging parrot in individual parts. Loads of letters. Let's see what I can do with them. Hope we don't end up in a text adventure. Simon, you slow poke. Where's my diamond? Just bring me the rock instead of sorting your index cards, you good for nothing. All right, that's settled. All I have to do now is convert the soup back to a parrot. Voila! Here's the alphabet soup. I never thought this would work.
Simon! What are you up to?
What?
You idiot! You're wasting the magic water of Arak! That's my best seller, maybe even the last chance to save this shop!
Come on, it's only water.
Don't try and talk yourself out of this one. Not only are you ruining my business, but I have to listen to your constant, unfounded criticism. Typical!
Good boy, now you're going back to your master. He'll be more than happy about my altered message.
Simon, you slowpoke! Where's my new diamond? Just bring me that rock instead of sorting index cards, you miserable good-for-nothing!
Hello? Are you in there?
Where else would I be? What do you want?
I just wanted to know whether somebody has already bought that huge expensive rock.
Stone? Oh, yes, the old lady already received her stone.
Really?
I just delivered the stone to the hut in the forest. She was really delighted about my all-inclusive austerity package.
Hello? Are you in there?
Where else would I be? What do you want?
Do you have another diamond in stock?
No, none at all. Unexpectedly, I find myself in a situation that can only be summarized as the worst thing to ever happen to a tradesman.
Oh, how come?
Well, just a minute ago I received another order for a diamond. An express order, in fact. Obviously some guy forgot his wedding anniversary, and I can't deliver. I'll lose my good reputation.
You always ought to have some fake stones in stock, you know? Just in case. Soon as you have real diamonds in stock, you can replace them.
Brilliant idea. Yet even fake stones are hard to find.
Maybe I can help you.
Oh, you can get hold of fake diamonds? That's what I call a coincidence. All right. I must admit that I could use one. If you can get such stones, I'd show my appreciation.
I can offer you a fake diamond.
Really? Give it to me.
Hey, what do I get in return?
Heartfelt thanks, yes. In return, I'll assure you of my deepest gratitude. Of course, you'll get 10% discount on the postage for all your orders. If you'd excuse me now, I'm busy with the delivery.
Despicable miser. But he took the bait. Hello? Are you in there?
Where else would I be? What do you want?
I thought about giving your address to a dragon hunter. Hope you don't mind.
You're sending my lunch? How very kind. Tell them to knock as soon as they're here.
Oh, a parcel has arrived for me. I bet it's my little order. Indeed, it's the diamond. I wouldn't want to keep something as precious as this in the house. I better take it to Kalaba straight away. This idiot actually fell for it. He can't wait to bring the diamond to his master. Now I should hurry to Alex. We will watch together what the two king killers plan next. That will finally convince her.
Hi, Simon. Still looking for more evidence?
Why didn't you tell me about the back entrance to the castle?
Back entrance? No, there's no building site. I'm sure the castle's been finished.
Aha, now you've given yourself away. I never said anything about a building site.
Oops. Is that someone at the door? I'd love to continue this conversation, but I'm really kind of busy right now.
I can prove now my double is up to no good.
Really? Did you crawl through his garbage and found out he's not recycling?
Nonsense, of course he's recycling. Not only does he separate out his garbage, he washes it beforehand. But I have found something. Come on, let me show you.
Okay, I'll have a look, but this is the last time.
Yeah, I promise. Now let's go, and we should take Calypso with us. Aha, there they conspire, the traitors. You are about to see how bad the other Simon can be.
Ha! The stone is finally mine! This completes my light beam machine. I will now go and test my deadly device.
I want to see his ingenious face when he notices I gave him the wrong diamond.
The king is sitting on his throne. That's a rare opportunity. Too bad I can't allow anyone to attend this spectacular coup. I did it! The king is dead!
Congratulations! Now you can take over the throne. Not so fast, my dear double. I've crossed your evil plans.
What? Who dares to interrupt this moment of triumph with such bold talk?
Do you see now? Fake Simon helped Kalaba build this fatal device to kill the king. The diamond that he brought him was the last missing component. Fake Simon is evil to the bone, no matter how upright and righteous he pretends to be. That's not true. I didn't help Kalaba kill the king. I tried to prevent the murder. Is that why you ran straight to that Chamberlain? If it wasn't for me, you would have brought a real diamond instead of this fake one, and the king would be dead now.
What?
That's horrible. What have you done? I wanted to prevent Kalaba's evil plans by getting him a real diamond, when what he wanted was a glass diamond. Oops, it was me who brought a glass diamond. That means Kalaba's got what he wanted, and the king is, dead? Now that's something. You put your efforts into preventing evil deeds, and all you do is fail. Well, that's what it's like to be a hero. Why do kings always have to be this heat-sensitive?
Simon, you should be ashamed. You killed the king.
Exactly. And now we know who's good and who's bad. The other Simon tried to help the king, and you just tried to help yourself. Now you've got the king on your conscience. You're a know-it-all smartass that's in love with himself. And you're a psychopath.
He's two psychopaths, Alex. I see two of them.
They're doubled, grandfather.
Doubled? That's insane. Like these two Simons.
Wait a minute, just because this went a little wrong doesn't mean the situation is totally screwed. Maybe I can fix it.
And how would you do that? The king is dead. You want to raise him from the dead?
Well, we could try. Maybe my oh-so-clever double has got an idea?
You have all lost your mind! You want to raise the king from the dead? You know what? I'll even help you getting there! What? Crumbs! My weapon is overloaded!
Simon? Simon! Oh no!
Welcome to the realm of the dead, mortals.
Oops, I thought we were all dead. That's totally amazing! Did we all shrink, or is this a giant's office?
Who is speaking? We are confused.
It has not even been a minute since we arrived, and I have already detected something illogical. Suppose we really are in the realm of the dead, then why are we being addressed as mortals? Or is it possible to be deader than dead?
Silence! Bow your heads before your Lord Hades, miserable vermin.
Hades? The Greek god of the underworld? I don't see why he should be responsible for us. I never...
Silence, ignorant, unworthy mortals! I have granted you the incredible honor to stand before me, the god of the land of the dead, and I expect the appropriate respectful behavior. That's not asking too much, is it?
You're not really suggesting that we're dead, are you?
Let's see what your records say. Simon and King Tanzaro IV. It states here that at the hands of a certain Kalaba, and by means of a killing machine lacking official approval, you have been carried from life to death in a series of utterly confusing events. In the course of these events, your mortal shell disintegrated into its molecules, or rather, it was converted into a non-viable carbon compound in some sort of exothermic reaction. Just a moment. Telephone. Hello, Department of Post-Mortal Affairs. My name is Hades. How can I help you?
That's typical of the authorities. Callers are always favored. I think I'd better get going.
We are truly dead? But how and why? Who dared such infamous assassination?
Your Chamberlain Kalaba is behind all this. The villain has aspired to your throne all along, and my double, the dilettante, helped him by accident. Hey, okay, a couple of things went wrong. A little accident. These things happen.
How often do you think I have heard these stupid excuses? I'd better tell you straight away. You are now in my realm, and no one, listen closely, no one will leave the realm of the dead without valid documents. Of course, you can apply to be released into the land of the living, but... Just a moment. Telephone.
So it isn't really my fault that Kalaba's now resting his big butt on the throne.
It is done! And that double dope even helped me! I always knew that my dear assistant Symon was up to something. Now, I'm finally king instead of the king, and very soon I'll reign over the entire magic kingdom.
Kalaba on the throne? No, the guards will prevent that from happening. They are still responsible for safeguarding law and order.
God, bring my future bride to her apartment in the tower, and make sure she won't be kidnapped.
Yes, sir. Your Excellency. Company march! 1, 2, 3, 4.
You swine! I'll never marry you. You're mean, sly, and worst of all, you're way too small.
Terrible, horrible, dreadful! Who will now inherit our throne and reign over our kingdom? Who will provide wages and food for the people? Listen to their sorrows and woes.
And who will squeeze exorbitant taxes from them to invest in this unaffordable fairy tale castle? I'm sure Kalaba will take care of that once he is on the throne. If only you dilettante of a double had stayed out of my business, we would all still be alive. In addition, would you please mind your tongue in the presence of His Royal Highness? The king is just as dead as I am.
Enough chattering. Go and have your discussion elsewhere. I have work to do. The files are piling up to the roof. All these confusing, unjustified, sloppily filled out applications. And now get out of my office.
I would like to quickly inquire how one might go about requesting a release.
I have no time for this. Beat it. Come back in a couple of centuries or so.
Finally out of this frickin' department. I can't believe it. That's all you have to say? Whose fault is it anyway that we're here? Of course it's Kalaba's fault, that power-hungry, hyperactive nutcase. Yes, that's true, but that doesn't explain why we're here. You remember, there was this one person who wanted to help Kalaba build his neat toy? And who's that one person? It was you who helped Kalaba in the end. You broke into my house, you lied, you cheated, and you stole. Yes, I had a lot of fun. If I have to have a double, why does it have to be such a chaotic and infantile fool? Aren't you sorry for anything? Not even that you're dead? Being dead seems okay to me. You have to look at the bright side. You can't die again. Stop blabbering like this. You don't seem to understand what you've done with your overestimation of yourself. So, would you please leave me alone now? Don't talk to me again until you realize what a mess you've caused. Whoa, my pedantic double seems to have had an emotional outburst. He must really be angry. Lots of files and forms. I'm not going to touch any of this unless someone forces me to. Lots of files and forms. I'm not going to touch any of this unless someone forces me to.
Application 753JJ. Decline.
Howdy, Hades.
What do you want, you disrespectful grub?
Can I apply to you for release?
Yes, that's possible. But not for you. You get on my nerves.
Hey, I'm the good guy in this adventure, and everyone knows that the good guy doesn't die in the middle of the story. So get me the application form now.
You still can't believe it, can you? You're not in the middle of the story. This is the end. That is... well, what the heck, I don't care. If you want to kill some time, here's your form. You better take a whole stack in case you make a mistake. Applications containing spelling mistakes will not be processed. Have fun with it.
I'd really love to go on shouting my head off, but I'd only get into trouble. What a monster of a desk! This guy's clearly compensating for something. Howdy, Hades.
What do you want, you disrespectful grub?
Have you ever heard of the concept lunch break?
What the heck are you talking about? Oh yeah, I remember. In theory, there is such a thing, but due to the constant work overload, I've unfortunately had to cancel it. I guess I should rectify that at some point. Now, honestly, why should I take a break? A nice sandwich with ham or even egg. Hey, that would be worth it. But these things are very rare in this provincial land of the dead.
I'm off. Your mood is unbearable. I should get the old fella an egg or something like that. Maybe it can bail me out, or at least talk him into giving me something.
Department of Postmortal Affairs.
Ah, the classic drink among civil servants.
Oh, it's you,
lukewarm,
Grim Reaper.
stale coffee.
What do you mean you screwed up a job? No more undead
That's
people,
used for
please.
boiled eggs and sometimes
the
a children's
scandal
toy.
is more than enough. That guy is still dancing rock and roll up there. All he did was change his dancing.
Oh, Eurydice, beloved Eurydice, in the darkest shadows of the realm I was looking for you, since death took you away from me. Yes, I will search on and I will find you.
Kick the drugs, buddy. They'll kill you in the end.
Who are you? Are you bringing me a message from my dear Eurydice?
No.
What is it that you want, then?
Are you Elvis?
Who's Elvis? I've never heard of that man. Probably because he's not dead.
Oh, yes. How could I forget that? Who's Eurydice?
Eurydice, my Eurydice, the loveliest of all dryads of Thrace, the most beautiful of all nymphs and my beloved wife. Out of my arms you were taken on our wedding day by the deadly teeth of a treacherous viper.
You mean, you didn't even... There was no wedding night? So what's all this singing about then? I'll leave you to your depression. Have you finally realized what atrocious misdeeds you've done? Oh yes, can't you see my halo? I don't believe you. Come back when you're really sorry. Have you finally realized what atrocious misdeeds you've done? Why are you always blaming me? You've raised hell just as much as I have. What? Just stick to the facts, please, you slob. I wanted to save the king, and you got him sent to the other side with your dumb behavior. You can't deny that. You really shouldn't have played the secret agent. It would have been more than enough to show the guard Kalaba's dangerous toys. Then, he'd be sitting in the dungeon with bread and water and nothing would have happened. You've got no idea, as always. In that case, he wanted to pass the machine off as vermin destruction apparatus, and the somewhat unsophisticated guard would have believed him, so I needed more evidence. You threw me into jail, made a fool out of me in front of Alex, and dragged my good name through the dirt. All right, I could still forgive you all that. But that hideous goatee which you ran around with in Simon 3D, that deserves no mercy. That's right, I did have a beard like that once. Fortunately, everybody took me for a villain, that's why I took it off. And as far as your arrest is concerned, you are actually guilty of various crimes, and that, of course, had to be punished. I don't believe you. Soon you'll be telling me that you only wanted to do the best for us all. Yes, sure! I really wouldn't ever do anything bad or mess anything up. Possibly, but you think I'm capable of all sorts of dirty tricks. You think I enjoy shoving poor, innocent trolls from bridges or doing all those other nasty things? Okay, you win. I apologize. I've done a few things wrong. I'm just no good at taking real quick decisions when I have to. If I don't have a clearly structured daily plan, then things get in a mess pretty quickly with me. All right, I'll accept your apology this time. So everything's all right again, isn't it? Ed, just hold on, you! We don't have time now for non-essential details. We have to find a way out of the realm of the dead, urgently. You want to leave the realm of the dead? But how do you think we can do that? We're dead. That would break every law of nature. Laws of nature, in general, enjoy an unjustified high standing. Take, for example, gravity. The only thing that's in it for us is falling on our faces. Oh, even though it's so terrible, I'll go along. Of course, only so the king can get back on the throne. There has to be law and order. I think I'll do a real heroic deed again shortly, saving the king from the jaws of death. That's what the masses want to see, and Alex is keen on heroes. I've got application forms for early release from the realm of the dead for you, for me, and for the king. And a couple more just in case. That's amazing! What? The form only has 42 pages? How can Hades decide about a release from the land of the dead on such a flimsy factual basis? Such a short version is insulting! All right, at least I can fill out several copies. Okay, finished. Application in triplicate, one for the king, one for my double, one for me, 20 more in reserve. Who's going to take the applications to the department? I'm already taking care of it. I always have to do the dirty work anyway. See you later. Hey, is anybody there?
Yes, sure I'm here. So what do you want?
May I ask who you are?
You don't know who I am? Well, what sort of Philistine are you? I am the great Banshee, famous in every dimension for my superb singing.
Oh, so you're the one with the voice? I already heard about your last performance. It was a stunning success. Nearly the whole audience was stone dead, but the surviving critics were thrilled. And who wants to be small-minded over a little collateral damage?
A real fan at last. You know what? I'm in a good mood, so I'll sing you something. Oh, 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 oh,
Wow, that was really, dead beautiful.
Yes, my audience mostly thinks the same way. It's not too high a price for art. And on top of that, it is a nice way to die. But there were always certain unpleasantnesses which ruined my name. That's why I moved here, where I'm safe from all those ridiculous death-related scandals.
Are there really operas in the world of the dead?
No, we don't perform operas so often here. But I'm often booked for private performances. I just got an invitation to Eurydice's famous orgy. Actually, it's a daily event, and the most prestigious event of its kind. People of your age would probably call it a party.
Would you let me have your invitation to Eurydice's party?
But why would I do that? I'm going to perform my most famous arias in front of a hand-picked audience. Eurydice would never understand if I sent riffraff instead of coming around myself.
Riffraff? What do you mean? Well, I'll just go. The torch is casting a wonderfully unhealthy light. Well, at least it fits the style of the landscape. The decoration is supposed to be intimidating? Huh.
Stop. Don't take another step.
Hey, what is going on here?
So you thought you could run off. Not from me, my little friend. You don't go anywhere from here without valid papers. Understand? Get alone outside.
Hey, Popeye, what are you staring at?
I'm no Popeye. I'm Hades, you worm. And this device here is my brand new televisor for monitoring the roads out of the realm of the dead. As you can see, the technology works.
Hey, you just missed roasting me. You'll get a letter from my lawyer tomorrow.
Let's go. I'm already looking forward very much to welcoming your lawyer back here.
Why should I be interested in your lightning? I'm dead already. I'm just gonna move on.
And see what happens. Maybe you're right, and you can be deader than dead. But maybe you're wrong. So what's up? Don't you dare.
That was nasty. Now I'm not so sure. It's not worth discussing anything with you. I'm going back to the land of the dead. Whoa, hey, hi, doggy. Hey, I don't want your bowl. No use in eating me. I'm absolutely inedible. Believe me, that's what all my friends say. What a sweet bow wow! My grandma's doggy looked kind of similar, but I think it had more heads. That's an elevator shaft. Guess there's no chance to leave the realm of the dead with the elevator. The doggy won't let me go. I have to look for another way out. The elevator's mechanics seem to be quite rusty. Well, from far off it looks like glowing lava, but But there are only a few red lamps down there. Strange. Hello? What on earth are you doing?
Not now. I have to push the stone.
Hey, you shouldn't push your problems away from you.
Very witty.
I can see this is a weighty task. Hey, I know this chicken from somewhere. I feel sick. Unspeakably sick. Whatever's the point of living, being dead? Wake up, Simon. That's the depressed chicken from Little Red Riding Hood's crazy family.
Salve, boy. Are you new to the realm of the dead?
Hey, I'm just here on a visit. I'm not actually dead.
Ah, a tourist. That's handy. I'm currently working on a travel guide.
Who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself. Ovid, retired lyricist, author of Ancient Rome, and reporter for the local Epitaphius Diurnus newspaper, by profession.
What are you doing down here?
Being dead. What else did you expect? Furthermore, I'm revising my celebrated work, Metamorphoses, as finally I've got the chance to interview the protagonists, alive.
What in heaven's name are the Metamorphoses? Are you an illusionist?
What a Philistine! Metamorphosis is my greatest work. It's a documentation of the psychological and physical transformation of the well-known as well as lesser-known heroes from the Greek and Roman classical antiquity in 15 volumes.
I'm glad I didn't have to read that in school. Would you mind sharing some of your comprehensive mythological knowledge with me?
I'm more than happy to share my profound wisdom with those that are eager to learn. What do you need to know?
Do you know a cool story about Orpheus and Eurydice?
Indeed, a tragic story. Eurydice was the loveliest of ladies, and Orpheus was such a glorious young man with a voice clearer than any mortal could ever imagine. There was no single man in the whole world that could play music as beautifully as he. They wanted to lead a happy, married life together.
How tragic. That sounds awful.
But on the day of their wedding, Eurydice was bitten by a snake and died from the poison. Orpheus, however, would not give up on his beloved Eurydice and took the dark path down to the realm of the dead. With his beautiful voice, he charmed Cerberus and finally reached Hades, to whom he lamented his loss in canto, moving Hades to tears.
Man, even I'm finding it hard to hold him back.
Hades ordered Orpheus to turn around and leave the realm of the dead, and Eurydice would be allowed to follow. But if he tried to look back to see if she really was behind him, he would forfeit the agreement, and she would be forced to return to the dead.
Let me guess, he was curious and turned around?
Yes, 7 or 8 times by now. Hades just ignores him when he shows up again singing his song. Good old Orpheus seems to have a little problem with his maid. He should read my Ars Amatoria.
Ars Amatoria. Wow, I hope that one is illustrated. What can you tell me about Hades, the man behind the desk?
Hades, Pluton, the ruler of the dead, the god of the underworld. Need I say more?
Oh, that one. Why is Sisyphus pushing that rock all the time?
Oh my goodness, Sisyphus. A tragic story, but an example of human ignorance and arrogance. A reminder to all mortals not to blaspheme against the gods. You should know, Sisyphus outwitted death. Hades didn't like that much, so he punished him. Sisyphus must now roll this rock uphill until his life ends. Excuse me, until his death ends, of course. As you know, death has no end. So he'll be busy for a while there.
How can I cross the dirty stream over there?
Small stream? You mean the Styx? Well, how do you cross a river, Use a boat, of course. But without special permission, you can only come here from the other side, not in the other direction. It's prohibited to leave the land of the dead.
Can I swim across?
I wouldn't do that if I were you. The river is completely contaminated. The last person that jumped in there dissolved instantly.
Thanks. Now I need to watch 3 hours of crappy soaps to clear my mind of this lecture. See you later. I can see a quill there. There's probably a scribbler living here. That's a well-organized office. You can always roast a marshmallow while you're waiting. Terribilix, what are you doing here? Are you dead too?
Oh, you must have confused me with someone else. May I introduce myself? Ruby Roland. I'm a businessman. You obviously met my younger cousin, who still walks among the living.
You're related to Terribilix?
Yes, Terribilix is the most promising of all my cousins. If he keeps going like that, I'll let him take over the family business someday.
The Dragon Mafia will probably take control over the whole Magic Kingdom.
Be careful what you say. The Styx is full of people that try to be funny.
What kind of a businessman are you?
Well, I buy, I sell, I trade. Bartering is very popular in the land of the dead.
Bye-bye!
Yes? What do you want?
Ah, a zombie!
No need to get insulting. I may look a little tired, that I know. But don't you ever go out to parties?
You're sure you're no zombie? You look like you're already starting to crumble.
Well, that's just my makeup crumbling. I'm Eurydice, the party queen of the realm of the dead. You must be new around here if you've never heard of my famous orgies.
Party on, sweetie. May I join you?
Do you have an invitation? No. Then there's a reason for that. Get lost.
know you. Oh, yeah, I'll say I know you. You look just as depressed as you did before, but I'll tell you one thing right away. You can forget your suicidal thoughts down here. You can't be deader than dead. But I've developed a highly modern therapy for suicidal chickens. Watch my fingertips. And what do you see now? Those are your mortal remains from the mortal world. At least you won't end up in a saucepan. Well, what do you think? It's just like Easter. Howdy, Hades.
What do you want, you disrespectful grub?
I've got some applications here for the release from the land of the dead.
I'm sorry, the desk is closed due to overcrowding. Take your scrap paper with you and give it to me at a later date. In about 300 to 400 years, I should have worked my way through most of these applications. On top of that, Cerberus ate my last approved stamp, so now I'm no longer able to approve anything.
Excuse me? Does that mean all attempts to get out of the land of the dead through application are hopeless?
Yes, unless I get a new stamp. I ordered one from this death cult in the upper world, but it hasn't pleased the ladies and gentlemen with their stuck-up noses to send me one yet. In the meantime, I will decline everything that comes on my desk except for VIP applications. For those, I do have a stamp, but I guess that's out of the question for you.
Well, listen, I'm Simon. The Simon.
Who?
Here's a yummy egg for you.
That's completely raw! And on top of that, the color looks really unhealthy.
The color is totally normal. Just the chicken that laid it has seen livelier days.
Bah! Spare me the details. I want my sandwich. I need this egg to be hard-boiled.
Great, I've been promoted to egg boiler for the god of the dead. Tools, you say? For what? A wilderness survival specialist doesn't need tools. Ow, ouch, darn. The egg is still cold? What's wrong with this thing? Maybe I need another kind of heat.
What do you want, my friend?
Can you cook this egg for me?
Do I look like someone who'd cook eggs for someone, huh? What an insult! Here, have this.
Well, thanks. Wow, that's rad. The breath of the dragon even managed to cook the depressed egg.
What do you want, my friend?
Do you think you can get hold of some unusual things for me?
Yes, of course. Just tell me what you need.
I need an approved stamp like the one Hades uses to acknowledge releases from the land of the dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. The last delivery of those stamps got lost in transit. It can take a while until the next stamps arrive. Cross-dimensional trade routes do take their time. Maybe you should ask again in, 50 years?
That's it. Bye-bye. Howdy, Hades.
What do you want, you disrespectful grub?
Here's a hard-boiled egg for you.
Ah, finally, about time. Give it to me. Ah, fantastic egg sandwich. By the way, have you seen my egg slicer? Oh, here it is. I knew it was somewhere amongst my torture instruments. Really very good. Oh, and it's over so far too little. How many centuries will I have to wait before I can enjoy another egg sandwich? Oh well, I should never have moved out of my mother's. If only Persephone were here with me now. I'm sure she would make me another sandwich. Or at least, she'd tell me I should make it myself.
Oops, I think the depressed egg is showing its effect. Boy, that stuff is really bad.
But she's left again. Who knows if she'll ever return? It's all my fault. I'm a terrible husband, a loser. Oh, I've had it. Now where is that egg slicer? Down on the floor. Oh, I managed to break everything. Oh.
What do you want?
What's your business with Eurydice?
I am on a selfless mission. I have to free the loveliest of all nymphs from the cold land of the dead, so that she can see the light of day once again.
Hopefully it won't rain on your return.
After my dangerous path, past the cruel three-headed monster and beyond the poisonous waters of Styx, I shall now play and sing for Hades to beg him to let her go.
I see you're still into that chick, but why are you sitting around here crying?
I'm not crying. This is a lament. Big difference, by the way. Cerberus, the cruel god of the underworld, attacked me with his sharp teeth and claws, trying to end my life. So I had to throw my precious lyre into his greedy mouth to get away. Oh, I should have given my right arm instead.
Sure, but do you think it would be possible to play the harp with just one arm?
Lyre! That instrument is called a lyre. You don't have one, do you?
Haven't you sang for Hades to free Eurydice? Be aware, Simon. This man may be one of those crooners your granny listens to, but he has a ticket to the outside world. Unfortunately, he only wants to share it with Eurydice.
Yes, indeed, I have tried so many times. Darker powers always took my beloved wife away again. She has to follow me, and I am not allowed to turn around, and no word must pass her lips on the way.
I think I have an instrument for you.
What's that supposed to be?
It's a lyre.
All right. I really started to think this was a kitchen utensil. Maybe this really is a small lyre, you know. Okay, I'll take it. I'll go and soften the cold heart of the powerful god of the dead.
There's going to be some serious trouble. I don't want to miss this.
So, did you finally find your harp?
Liar! It is a liar! Oh, great and almighty Hades! My wonderful song and delicate plucking chords will ease your spirits. Shortly your soul will be enlightened. La 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 la.
Stop. Okay. I am so sick of it. All this noise, all the time. Okay, take your little tart and get out of here.
The usual conditions. I'm not allowed to turn my back to my beloved while ascending to the upper world, and she is not allowed to talk to me?
Yes, something like that, and don't screw it up again. Now leave me in peace and get lost. I got work to do.
I thank thee, noble Hades. I will make haste and lead my beloved away from the gloomy shadows of this place. Oh, dearest Eurydice, now I can take you back to the land of the living. Come with me and we will leave this place of darkness together.
Wait, didn't Hades say that you're not allowed to look at her?
Yes, but we take care of that in the usual manner. I wait here and play until my love taps on my shoulder, and then we'll go to the banks of the river Styx. I swear that we will both reach the other side this time.
How can you be so sure that she'll be coming?
There is no doubt she's coming. She's my beloved bride. She'd never let me wait here. She'll hear my singing and... La la li la 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 li la la la.